Okay, sagutin natin yung mga questions. How to migrate or to immigrate here in United States if you are a Philippine registered nurse. Kasi we are so lucky because among the professionals from the Philippines, nurses and PT are the only professions that are being offered an immigrant visa to the United States. So, physical therapists and registered nurses. First, of course, you have to have a Bachelor of Science in Nursing in the Philippines. I'm not really sure about being a license if you have a family here or you are in a petition, in a family petition. But in my case, I was petitioned by my employer, so I have to have a Philippine license, nurse license. And then my agency, one of the requirements of my agency talaga is I have to be on the bedside nursing while my paper is ongoing. So, first and foremost, aside from your Bachelor of Science in Nursing, kailangan mo din registered nurse ka sa Philippines. And then, you're going to have a CGFNS or NCLEX. Because in my time, that was 2001, CGFNS is the one popular at that time. But as far as I know, pag meron ka ng CGFNS plus English exams, which is either IELTS or TOEFL plus TSE, they can start processing your petition, employer petition. But I think this time nowadays they don't much pay attention to CGFNS anymore. It is better for you to have NCLEX and then IELTS or TOEFL from TSE. So basically, you have to have NCLEX and English test so they can start your petition, employer petition. And then once you are already applied for employer-based petition, normally in a month, you're going to receive the receipt notice from the USCIS, meaning natanggap na yung applications ng employer mo to petition you as a registered nurse. But it's just like an acknowledgement of the USCIS. The next thing that you're going to receive is the approval. The approval notice is going to be issued by the UCIS, meaning ina-approve nila yung petition ng employer mo para makarating ka dito as immigrant visa. They call it type A immigrant visa kasi you are a registered nurse, PT, and they call it type A immigrant visa. To be specific, it's EB category. So yun. So if you are on pag sinasabi ng employer nyo na na-receive nyo na yung receipt notice, ang ibig sabihin lang nun, nakuha na yung applications nyo, and then if you already have the approval notice, ang ibig sabihin lang yun, ina-approve na ng USCIS ang petition ng employer mo para sa'yo. USCIS is United States, I'm not really, Commission on Immigration Services. Yung ganon. So, you already have your approval notice. With your approval notice, for you to have a visa, first, they're going to ask you a lot of things. Unang-una, of course, your credentials, school credentials, specifically your diploma, transcript of records, and your related learning experience. Kasi they're going to do a visa screening form. Ang ibig sabihin lang nun, they're going to apply for equivalency of our curriculum to the US curriculum kung talagang magmamatch siya sa bachelor's curriculum that they have here in the United States. So, yung employer mo, they're going to ask you a lot of documents. As I mentioned, your diploma, your transcript of records, your RLE, your related learning experiences. And then after that, aside from your birth certificate, marriage certificate, and all your personal documents aside from your school credentials. And another one is your your registration nurse certificate back in the Professional Regulation Commission in the Philippines. Di ba meron tayong parang certificate of being a nurse na parang nakatranscribe siya in English. So, I think one of them also ipapasa mo. And then, this is the waiting game already. Once you pass everything, this employer will apply for a visa screening form. So, na-approve na yung petition mo, this USCIS, dadalhin na nila to ifo-forward na yung application mo to the National Visa Center. So, ito na, yung National Visa Center, dito na mag-start ang issuance ng mag-i-start ang processing ng issuance of your visa. So, na-approve na yung petition mo, ang kailangan mo na ng visa because hindi ka po makakalipad papunta ng kahit sa anong bansa that is requiring for a visa kung wala kang visa. So, dito na nagiging matagal ang proseso ng pag-alis ng isang nurse. Kasi in the United States, during my time, there was a quota na tinatawag. Meaning, in a fiscal year, which is, fiscal year starts at October, and then, meron lang sila, parang during my time, it was only 150,000 visa cap. Parang for all the countries, with the exception yata ng some, parang kasama na lahat ng country doon, pero I think there is 3 countries exempted doon sa 150 visa cap na yun na i-issue nila sa mga nurses. So kung sa Pilipinas pa lang, which is the very first or the highest importing nurses to the United States, sobra na yung 150 visa. Meron pang China, meron pang India, meron pang, it's all over the world. So, kaya nagkakaroon ng tinatag na retrogression. During my time, I waited 10 years bago ako na-issuehan ng visa. I started my application in 2006. And finally, I got my visa in 2016. So, that was 10 years. So, pag na-issue na yung visa sa'yo, which is doon nga sa National Visa Center magtatagal, doon ka na nila hihinga ng unang-una your birth certificate again. Kasi, it should be like during that time, NSO, hindi ko na alam kung anong tawag nyo ngayon, NSO Certified Birth Certificate. Kung if you're a married and you're going to bring your family, you need to submit a marriage NSO certificate, certified, original copy. And if you are dependents, your children, kailangan din po ng original na mga birth certificates nila. Ipapasa mo na yun sa National Visa Center. The National Visa Center is the one who will require you of these documents, plus the National Bureau of Investigations clearance, the NBI clearance na meron tayo dyan. Yun yung mga natatandaan ko nung nagkaroon ako ng visa screen in my papers were already at the National Visa Center. Now, eto na yung waiting game na sinasabi ko. If your paper, actually yung pag-apply, pag-approve ng petition, it's like it just I'm going to speak for myself. It only took like siguro yung receipt notice a month, and then after 3 months I already had my approval. Sa National Visa Center po tayo magtatagal. So, in the National Visa Center, meron silang tinatawag na priority date dahil nga sa meron tayong pasimplihin na lang natin yung word, may quota sila every year na dapat 150,000 visa lang ang i-release nila for nurses going to the United States. Dahil hindi lang naman Pilipinas ang gustong pumunta dito, marami na po gustong pumunta dito buong mundo. So yung 150, kulang na kulang po yan. And then, magsiset na sila ng priority date. Actually, when you receive your approval notice, meron nakalagay doon yung priority date. So ngayon, halimbawa, binigyan ka nila ng priority date, let's say, October 2024. So ngayon, you're going to monitor how the priority dates move sa National Visa Center po yun. Makikita nyo yun doon kung anong category mo. Halimbawa, EB3 ka, EB3 tayo kasi we are petition as an immigrant to the United States. EB3 yung makikita mo doon, and then makikita mo kung gaano siya nag-move, yung year. Masasabi mo lang na current year ka na if yung pinaprocess nilang visa processing time is October 2024 and your priority date is October 2024. So, ang ibig sabihin nun, dapat within this month na priority na or yun na yung current date na pinaprocess ng Visa Center, dapat makaka-receive ka na ng paper from the National Visa Center scheduling you for an interview at the embassy, United States Embassy in Manila. And then, pag na-interview ka na, before you go to your interview, dapat magkaroon ka muna ng medical at St. Luke's Medical Center. Hindi to yung hospital. There is a clinic by the Manila. I'm not really I cannot remember anymore the specific place, but it's in Manila. Makikita mo naman yun sa ipapadalang papers sa'yo. And then they're going to tell you na dapat makapag-medical ka prior to your interview to the embassy, United States Embassy. So pag na-clear ka sa medical, then you can have your interview. Sa interview naman po, sometimes they needed more proof when it comes to like from your employment, your compensation when you're going to be here. But for sure, pag umabot ka na sa interview, sobrang sobrang liit ng chance para ma-deny ang visa mo. Kasi your employer who is petitioning you, alam na nila yon kung ano yung mga kailangan nila i-submit mo sa uh, embassy dyan sa Maynila. So what are you going to do now? Magme-medical ka. Ang magiging problema lang naman sa medical if they see any signs of TB in your lungs. That's it. Other than that, wala na. Or anything related to drugs. Syempre, pag chinek ka, na drug screen ka, nag-positive ka, it's a no-no. Hindi ka talaga makakalis. I had known one case na meron talaga positive and then never mentioned in the interview na once gumamit ka ng illegal drugs. It's a red flag for them. So, the only problem, magiging problem mo when you get your medical exam, when you do your medical exams, is the TB. Although, it's not the end of the world. Pag na-find out nila na meron kang active TB, which is tuberculosis, pulmonary tuberculosis to be specific, they're just going to give you a medications. And these medications, the normal medications that you're going to take it for like 3 to 6 months, I believe. And after a month, mag-i-x-ray ka na ulit, then they're going to see if may changes na doon sa nakikita nilang like infiltrates in your lungs. So, they can already process you kasi there is a study na once you're already taking the medicine, the TB medications, for like a month, you're not communicable anymore. So, I think 1 month is enough for you to continue your processing, to continue your applications. So, after that, pag na-clear ka na sa medical, then you're going to have your interview. Again, sa interview, may mga challenges, but in my experience, minor lang. Parang additional proof lang na ganito, ganyan. But I think I can make another video about this. If you have some comments, specific questions, pero I don't think nagka-problema ako sa interview. No, hindi. And then, they're just gonna get your passport. Ito yung hint doon. After your interview, the consul will get your passport. Ang ibig sabihin lang nun, you got your visa approved. So, ipapadala na nila yon sa sa'yo via courier na like in a week, papadala nila yung visa na yun sa'yo. And then from there, I think you only have 6 months for you to come to the United States kasi may expiration po yung visa na yun. Dapat 6 months lang lumipad ka na papuntang Amerika dahil mag-expire yun and you're going to do all over again lahat ng processing ng petition sa'yo. So, kailangan lang talaga within 6 months makalipad ka na papuntang Amerika. And pagdating naman dito, anyway, if you're under agency, they're going to help you, they're going to prepare you because there is still one last more thing na important, yung port of entry mo when you come to the when you come to the United States. Kailangan sa port of entry mo, may dala kang booklet nun eh. Then it should be kung anong sinabi sa yung instruction, kailangan nakasil yun and you are not really allowed to open it and you're going to hand it over sa port of entry mo kung saan ka man kung saan man yung port of entry mo within the United States. Ako na sa Dallas ako nag-port of entry. And sometimes don't worry kasi may mga random checks. They're going to check you. They're going to pull you for like a random questions and all. So, yun po, ganun ang nangyari. And this is like a self-experience that I wanted you to know na kung paano po ako nakarating dito, paano po ang pag-apply, how you get your immigrant visa. Yun lang. And if you have questions, I can always answer you. I can give you some specific answers for your specific questions. Good luck. Thank you.